Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP, and I got to start with this from David Schwartz. Believe it or not, a lot of people on X thought this was an actual email from Jed McCaleb. Says, "Hi David, this is me Jed. I'm facing a budget shortfall for a new project and urgently need $1 million. Please deposit it urgently." David Schwartz says the plot thickens. So they even sent a reminder and David said, "I have the USDT, but at the moment I don't have enough ETH to pay the gas. If you can send 1.25 ETH to the following address, I can send the USDT. So of course David had to mess with them. But this was a scam email, and a lot of people on X even fell for it. They said, "What happened to Jed's taco stand money? Remember when Jed was offloading his XRP? Oh, Jed McCaleb is broke. He's looking to David Schwartz to give him some cash." No, people will fall for anything. And that's why there's so many scams out there. You know, they see those AI clips of Brad Garlinghouse over and over again. And some people will still argue with you and say that they're legit. That's why there's so many scams in this space. Make sure you stay safe out there. Don't lose your crypto. This comes from the National Cryptocurrency Association. Partnership with Coinbase, we're empowering Operation Hope's communities through crypto literacy. Together, we're closing the digital asset knowledge gap and helping people uplift and upskill with hands-on safety-first crypto education, especially those underserved by traditional systems. This collaboration helps build more informed and accessible digital economy for everyone. So the National Cryptocurrency Association now wants to educate the unbanked. I really like the direction this is going in, because once you educate people about crypto, right away they feel more comfortable with crypto. Then when they start to get used to it, they start to invest in crypto, they start to look for ways to make money off of it, and it all leads to mass adoption. Explore XRP's rise as a payment solution and its role in the evolving crypto landscape. Is it a valuable asset or just speculation? You know, you look at everything that Ripple has done over the last couple of years, and you start to see the value in investing into XRP. They talk about the global reach of XRP, how Ripple expanded outside the United States, and that expansion still continues today. Investment and adoption trends. Investors have been actively accumulating XRP over the past year. Following Trump's election, the price rose dramatically, and it seems that this bullish sentiment is backed by substantial data. Ripple boasts over 300 financial partnerships across 45 countries. So you look at that and you ask yourself, okay, is XRP speculation or is it actual value? They go on to talk about $15 billion in annual cross-border payments as cryptocurrencies, especially XRP seek to fill gaps in traditional finance. Its connection to real-world utility becomes increasingly essential. As we see transactional volume pick up on the XRP ledger, I think eventually we're going to start to see that reflected in the price of XRP as well. Then they start to talk about cross-border payments, XRP's compatibility with established financial structures, the ETF debate, rising usage versus speculation. If you want to invest in speculation, go invest in Bitcoin. It has zero utility. When it comes to XRP, you're no longer gambling. You're investing in the future. Bragg gets a seat at all those tables all around the world for a reason. Because Ripple is aligned with the elites. The elites see RippleNet and XRP as the future. So if the elites are investing in it, you should be investing in it. That's how you get financial freedom. And even the future for Ripple and XRP, it looks very bright going forward. I'm waiting for Ripple to get that banking license. That's going to solidify that we are going to be the branches of Bank of Ripple at some point in the future. Walmart integration marks turning point for XRP adoption in US retail. Now a lot of people are saying I would love to see Walmart's bag, but Walmart is not actually accepting crypto. It's through OnePay. It's powering the payment system. The move means that crypto is increasingly seen as a core offering that exists alongside traditional bank services like savings accounts, credit cards, and wealth management. But you're not actually paying in crypto. It's being converted over to cash or US dollar. But at some point, I think we're not going to see the middleman anymore. I think Walmart will directly accept crypto as a form of payment from your digital wallet to Walmart's digital wallet without even using something like OnePay. And even this article tells you how the crypto is converted into cash for Walmart purchases. But people act like Walmart is accepting crypto directly. However, I do like the idea of this because if you're in there and you're shopping and you're using your crypto to shop at Walmart, even though it's getting converted, it still shows you how we're almost to the point where it's from your digital wallet to Walmart's digital wallet using crypto directly. That will be the next evolution of crypto payments, where it no longer gets converted to USD first. It will go out as crypto into Walmart's wallet as crypto, but I think we're still a ways off from that happening. However, that also leads to mass adoption. What's happening with OnePay? $12 trillion. Charles Schwab says it will offer Bitcoin and Ethereum trading in early 2026, and shortly after that, they'll start allowing trading for XRP as well. But none of these companies, none of these big financial giants, they're not going to miss out on crypto. That's why I told you it all starts with one. Once one starts doing it, they all start doing it. It sets off a network effect. XRP supply shock incoming. Analyst maps the path to 100x price rocket. So this is coming from Greg, and what he's saying is, as long as the ETF inflows stay where they are right now and continue on a daily basis, we could eventually see a $220 per XRP. But he doesn't give us a time frame. Nobody ever gives a time frame on this. They're saying it's going to happen at some point. So I'm going to try to put a time frame on this happening. If it's going to happen and we get that supply shock and everything else that comes with it, I think we would see this happen most likely Q1 2026. It's all about how much XRP is sitting in those dark pools and over the counter. Once that's gone, then they'll turn to the exchanges for XRP, and that's when the spikes will begin. That's when all of a sudden we're looking at a $60, $70, $80, $90 XRP shortly after. But the time frame that I would stick to is most likely Q1 next year. However, in December of this year, I still think we're going to see price appreciation for XRP. Google Gemini sets XRP price for December 31st, 2025. So they're saying the price is going to be somewhere between $2.80 to $3.20. And that would be kind of where I thought we would be. But I think we're going to be a little bit higher. I think we're going to go into price discovery by the end of December, and the run is really going to start to ramp up in January, February, March, because we still haven't got Clarity Act passed yet. We're still waiting on that. That's supposed to happen early next year. Plus, we're going to still see the inflows to the ETFs as well, but then maybe Ripple gets their banking license approved early next year as well. That would add more to the price on top of everything else. Because all of a sudden, now you start to see where Ripple's going. And Ripple is just gonna blast this entire market open once they get that banking license. I think they're going to hit the ground running, and the momentum is not gonna stop. It puts us on the path to becoming bank branches of Ripple. This is the biggest reason you'll never get another Altseason number of altcoins. But most people are not investing outside of the top 10 in